The NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Indianapolis Colts. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
From the crossroads of America, we're at the center of Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get a look here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Personnel is out. Everyone's ready to get this one going. And here we go from Indy. Josh Downs to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. Bringing them out a 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida, a super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that when Anthony Richardson came out of the draft out of Florida, he was the greatest all-around athlete we'd ever seen at quarterback. 240 pounds, running 4.4, jumping 40 inches. He was the envy of defensive ends and linebackers that couldn't put up those numbers. Now, it's taken all those athletic traits and squeezing them into the quarterback position, maximizing all that physical talent to become the superstar he can be.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They go again with Taylor. He'll cobble together a yard there. Jared Verse on the tackle. Only a yard on the play. An improvement on their last one, but that brings up 3rd and 9.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's running for it. Oh, the football's loose. Picked up by the Rams. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out to one of the game's all-time leading passers. The top pick back in 2009. Still going strong. It's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle father time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear in the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field. There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. The first carry now for Kyren Williams. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Stafford from the gun. Finds his back, Kyren Williams. And he'll go down here at the 16.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Stafford. This one's caught. It's an LA touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Downs on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Colts with their offense out, their second drive coming up. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 31. He's got his man, that's Alec Pierce. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That pass caught by Gould. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Tackle made by Cameron Curl.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun, Taylor. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. That was Darius Williams on the tackle. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with third down and 6 to go.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Brought in along the sideline, just need an official ruling, and they say catch. Great play. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that will set up first and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Taylor scores. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Matt Gay on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts tie this game 7-7. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Rams headed back after their second drive now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Throwing now on first down, Stafford. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
That's a reception for Tyler Higbee. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Williams now on 1st and 10. And they had that one contained right at the line. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Defense showing blitz, Stafford. That's taken in by Cup. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it brings up an LA first down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. He's got it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Now Stafford again. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Colts pick it up. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. The 50. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return.
Gosh, we have seen these quarterbacks make some incredible plays from here to reach the end zone. That was certainly not one of them. Careless with the football, left an opening for those defenders to knock it free and escape without surrendering any points.
Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Option give to Taylor. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Taylor again. And he gets this forward to the 19. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That's cut at the 4. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts parlay the turnover into a lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And they know they let points slip away with that fumble in the red zone, Brock. They're looking to get him back here. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They go with Williams on the counter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Draw play, this is Williams. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, and they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Everyone's prepped, it's 2nd down now. Stafford now. He'll get this to Cup. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And on third down, the Colts going with the nickel here. To throw, Stafford. He's trying to lay it in deep along. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. To the house, touchdown LA. The Rams get it down to a single point. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. That type of play right there, Brock, who do you credit more? You crediting him for making the catch or the quarterback for putting just the right touch on that football?
Are you asking me the quarterback or me the analyst?
The unbiased observer of football.
Sure. Well, the quarterback's going to say, that's all me. That's a beautiful arc. Don't you love that touch?
Yep,
the receiver's going to say, yeah, but I'm the one who brought it down for you. The answer is it's both, and that was awesome.
Point after converted from Cardi. And the Rams tie things up at 14. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Here's Richardson. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Trying to find his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Richardson on 3rd. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. They'll throw again, Richardson. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. Uh-oh, he's in trouble, and the Rams bring him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now, Richardson. Taylor makes the catch. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. But that's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
4th down's going to bring out Matt Gay and the Colts field goal unit for the first time. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. Up and good from Fairbairn. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, That's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Rams and receiver Cooper Kupp taking the field once again. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Kwity Paye there to take him down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. They'll have him gain about a handful there. Juju Brents with the stop. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Stafford from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Stafford now on 1st down. Kupp on the catch. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, here's Stafford. Throw reeled in by Higbee. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Play made by E.J. Speed.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Give to Williams from the gun. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short. Throw complete to Williams. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And now they have a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
1st down from the red zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Stafford. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 2nd quarter lead. Cooper Kupp the touchdown, his second scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Cardi now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams take a 4-point lead. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Downs on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Colts ready to take the field. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Taylor now up the middle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
The Rams get to him, and he's dropped. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
You could put that sack right into the coverage sack category. You can see the quarterback, he's scanning, right? He's going through his progressions. 1, 2, 3, nobody's open. And then, bam, sack lunch.
Colts gonna kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. It's taken in by Williams. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Play made by E.J. Speed.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Here's Stafford. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Running right, it's Williams. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground with Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. He has the first over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Able to hit Robinson, complete. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Play made by E.J. Speed. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the 28. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now Stafford to throw. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw, here's Stafford. And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Rams now lead by 10. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Cardi now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams drive their lead to 11. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. On 1st down, it's Richardson. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the two keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Flushed out of the pocket. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Straight ahead with Taylor. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him 3 on that run. 3rd and 12 coming up. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. A run here with Taylor. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
They go again with Taylor. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. He rolls to his right. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
Fourth down's going to bring out Matt Gay and the Colts field goal unit for the first time. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Rams headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together, finding the end zone. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff now. Stafford. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll get it up to the 44. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford has him on the quick hitter. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Play made by E.J. Speed.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They motion the tight end over. 2nd and 8. It's complete to Higbee. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and just 2 to go. Running for the marker with Williams. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Stafford now against a blitz. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense. It just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Finds him on the crossing route. And they make the tackle at the 38. So a crazy 1st half has finally reached the 2-minute warning. The Rams driving. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Stafford from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they take him down right along the 30. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Stafford. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That's caught at the 4. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now Stafford again. And they will score. Touchdown, LA! The Rams grow their lead just before halftime. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack, because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Cardi now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams lead by 15 now. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Colts out there on offense late in this first half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Flush down out to his left. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Richardson now on 1st and 10. He's got a man left. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. A gain of 27 yards there. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Timeout Indianapolis, that's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Everyone's prepped, it's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Rolling left, buying some time. He tucks it and takes off. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
3rd and goal for Richardson. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
4th down's going to bring out Matt Gay in the Colts field goal unit for the first time. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Up and good from Fairbairn. And doing what they can against the lead as it's back down to 12.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. We will not get another play here, Brock. That's to an E. Time's going to run out on the half. That brings us to halftime with the visiting Rams out in front. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. We saw a vintage first half from the veteran Matthew Stafford. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And the type of game that he has been putting together, wow, we're going to see some of these highlights now, Brock, and I expect a lot of times over the next week, too. He has thrown this offense to the end zone time and again. What a showing. This is one of the elite games that we have seen from him. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. That one complete to Higbee. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, well, those are welcome bonus yards.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and it brings up an LA first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Motioning the tight end left. Stafford now on 1st down. Oh, he's in trouble, and he'll go down. The Colts got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Up the gut they go with Williams. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Kwity Paye there to take him down. Couple yards there on 2nd down, and now a long ways to go on 3rd. Shotgun snap to Stafford. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Williams now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. He gets 6 on that play, and the Rams are going to have a first down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Stafford back to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's Stafford. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take 2nd and goal now from the 13. A run with Williams. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. About 4 yards for him on that run. More distance than that left, though, on 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
3rd and goal, it's Stafford. And the Colts get to him, he goes down. And that sack gonna cost them some yardage.
That's why these coaches get paid, Kate, what they get paid. You got to make adjustments. That's a different look at defense than the one we saw in the first half. And you got to keep fighting, keep scratching, keep clawing, because that effort is going to be key here the rest of the way.
On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. Sly's kick is up and good. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
The Rams kicking team is ready. Then they're going to send this one away. Downs on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Colts and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First down throw here from Richardson. Finds his man, Downs. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That was Darius Williams on the tackle. Second and 6 coming up here. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And this one does not go far. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes them to 3rd and 5.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
The Colts are ready for the punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The Rams headed out to the field now. And all the touchdowns are sure going to catch some eyes around the league, but sure not unexpected for those of us who saw how well he was throwing it back when he got his first couple of scores.
Yeah, and if anything, he's only continued to improve and play better as this defense tried and failed to find any way to slow him down.
Throwing now on first down, Stafford finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. And they send a man in motion. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it brings up an LA first down.
May not be the way he typically gets the ball, Kate, but once he had it in his hands like a reception, he knew what to do with it. He smelled that first down, and he went and got it.
On the handoff, this is Williams. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 37. Cup on the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Now it's Williams. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Play made by E.J. Speed. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 47. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's a quick pass, caught outright. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Second and 6 coming up here. They fake the handoff now, Stafford. Oh, he's in trouble, and he'll go down. The Colts got him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, it's hard to come by in this league.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Stafford from the gun. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He's gonna lob one deep down the left sideline. He's got it at the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back to throw, here's Richardson. Taken in by Pierce. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, with out routes or in routes just like that.
And the defender comes away with it. The rookie out of Miami with the pick. And the Rams can't add much to that interception as the return stopped at the 5.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The visitors back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now Stafford to throw. Able to find Nakua here. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Kenny Moore there to make the stop.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Back to throw here, Stafford. It's complete to Higbee. And that's good for a gain of 5. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust, and trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Williams on the carry. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought down by Julian Blackman. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. They cross the 40. Nice run there. And he's finally brought down up at the 48. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know I love that, Kate, but you know who loved it even more? The late, great John Madden himself, the former lineman. He would have loved watching the student body get right out in front of that thing, those blockers just knocking people off the ball, and let them clear the way so that running back could show off his speed.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Stafford now. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Three quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Second and 3 now. Give to Williams from the gun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice, once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they face 2nd down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Back to the air we go on 2nd. Stafford. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
We hear about basketball on grass so much more of the space and speed coming to the NFL game. That play's so indicative of it. Get that point guard in the open field and let him do his thing.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Motioning the tight end now. From the red zone now. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Williams. And he's in for the touchdown. The Rams have likely locked up the win right there. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Cardi now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams grow the lead now to 22 points. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're gonna send this one away. Downs on the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Colts offense set to head out. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Escapes the pocket. He's gonna keep it this time. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Well, the field opened up, and he simply takes off. Even in today's NFL, where dual-threat quarterbacks are everywhere, it's not often a guy can rip off a run like that.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Complete out to the right side. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost.
Richardson on 3rd. Throw left side, complete. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Richardson now. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will score! Touchdown, Indianapolis! The Colts get it back to within 2 possessions. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And he's going to cross for the score. They trim that deficit down to 14.
Well, that worked perfectly. They spread them out offensively initially, and then you hit the lane right up the middle to go get the 2 points.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Colts have some new life in the 4th. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
The offense headed back to the field. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's across midfield into Rams territory. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
A modest gain on the counter. A good recovery there from the front 7, Kate. They bought the fake initially, but adjusted just in time to limit the damage headed the other direction.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 48. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
They're running the option, short side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Option give to Taylor. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Another shot for Taylor. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Richardson back to throw. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Fourth down's going to bring out Matt Gay and the Colts field goal unit for the first time. A very short kick here from the right hash.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Stafford now on first down. This one's caught. It's cut near the sideline. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They fake the handoff now, Stafford. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And things look tougher now. They're long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now Stafford again. It's taken in by Williams. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short 6.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen. Just showed on any play, first, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, more importantly, to stop it.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The offense getting set to go. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
This dude was just not going to be stopped, not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down throw here from Richardson. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cameron Curl has it. And the Rams get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideout. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun snap to Stafford. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Stafford from the gun. He just throws this one away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throwing now, Stafford. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at fourth and long.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. Their offense running back out now. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. They'll start this series with an option left. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Stays in the pocket, isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, third down coming up.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference, they pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort, getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, man, they've had a heyday in the backfield.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. On target to his man Taylor. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
They're going Taylor, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it, but that back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
They're set up at the 35 now. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Taylor makes the catch. And this one doesn't go far.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Here's 2nd and 7. He's got Pierce. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He has the first over the middle. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. This one finds Taylor. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll throw again. Richardson. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away. Incomplete. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact. His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. They've got first down from the 31. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground with Williams. Broke through the tackle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A gain of 5, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Rams leading by 8. Back to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. The Rams are set to punt. Ethan Evans, the one to kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Colts will take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
Short pass brought in, and he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. But let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. To the line for a new set of downs, only a lone timeout at their disposal. He'll look to throw it. Hauled in by Downs. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Pittman's got it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And they're going to have to regroup after this one. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Rams are winners as we say so long from Indy.